Spot on, spot off. NASCAR throws a caution for a sign on the track with 4 laps to go that Chase Briscoe said was there 20 laps ago. Freddie, spot on, spot off.
I believe Chase might be exaggerating a little bit. There was a sign. So I seen a sign fall off that ended up on the curbing off of turn 6. Like it ended up on the rubble strips. No need for a caution. This one, when I seen the caution come out, I looked and it was there. Another spotter told me it had been there for 2 laps.
I was gonna say about 3 because I saw it and we were going around it, but it.
Yeah, it wasn't 20. You don't think it was 20? You know how long 20 laps is?
20. It probably seemed like 20 laps as long as you're riding behind somebody. But
Briscoe should just be quiet because this worked out for. I mean, I'm sure he said this in the moment, but it worked out all well for him. Like he's in the playoffs. Thanks to Custer. Where's Custer? We talk about Custer later. Yeah,
it's in the list as well.
But yes, it was not 20 laps. It was there though. I mean, and I saw a sign fall off, and we knocked it off the racetrack for a while. Was that the same one that came back on the racetrack, or I mean, surely
it wasn't a whole sign. It was like a piece of. It was like
so it must have been different. Then.
I'm spot off because it. I don't know. We rode more laps with a tailpiece falling off a car that was going to come off than we did.
You can't say that. That's Chase. You can't say that.
I don't know. It wasn't. It was in the track. I don't think it's going to cut a tire.
You had I think you had to throw a caution for it.
Yeah,
it was in the lane. It was in the middle of the racetrack.
Showed it for a fairly long time, and there were a few cars hitting right at the edge. I don't know what damage.
Oh, it was right in the middle of the damn track there at the end. Like it was right in the middle. So I just why 4 to go?
Can we talk about the real problem?
No, what's that?
How the hell did a sign end up on the racetrack?
Did you not see all the signs on the front of the cars?
Can we talk about the other problem? How the hell are signs ending up on the front of race cars? Who in the hell? How is anybody? And I hate to keep blaming these guys, but how is a sanctioning body? Do you allow this to keep happening? Change the way you're allowing these road courses to do signs. It's no different than when we showed up at Indy and we had a ramp on the backstretch, and they realized, hey, we have a configuration problem. We have to fix this, and they fixed it. Now we have a sign problem. You should not have guys that have billboards across the front of their nose. You should not have signs laying in the middle of your racetrack. It is your job to keep the racing surface clean. Stop letting.
That's what they did. They cleaned it up.
Well, you can't let it happen to start with.
I think they should put more signs out there.
We're literally at a cutoff race with 2 laps to go. It felt like maybe it was 3.
It was 5.
5.
By the time you went by green, there were 2.
3.
So we literally stopped the race with 5 laps to go at a cutoff race for a sign.
Yeah, we were close enough to the end, though.
What?
That's why that was my problem. Is we were close enough to the end that
I realize
you're
saying you let it go, but you can't let it go.
I know.
There's a sign laying on the racetrack. What happens if the sign flips up and gets on second place's grill, and then he's got a pit, or he can't see? But the problem is this: why in the world are we in this big Game 7 moment and we let a sign?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
A piece of billboard.
It shouldn't be a factor.
Listen, I mean, there was
and hell no, it shouldn't be a factor.
There was 2 when that sign was on the racetrack. There was 2 different guys advancing that ended up advancing. You know what I mean? Like that's how big that is. When that sign fell off on the racetrack, I think Larson was in, and I think Cindric was in,
and Chase Elliott was winning, and there were a bunch of other scenarios that everybody was happy with.
And now you end up with Bell in, and you end up with Briscoe in, and it's just you can't have
a billboard that should have never been there. Changed the entire playoff.
100%.
The entire playoff. It's not. That is where people need to be upset. They don't need to be upset that the caution was thrown for this thing. They need to be upset that it was out there to begin with. And not only was it out there then, it was out there a bunch all weekend.
Oh yeah, I mean, what's his name? Well, who Sargento Cheese was that Palicki? I feel like he made a campaign about it after Road America, driving around with a Sargento Cheese box on his front.
I mean, Nielsen ratings for some of these sponsors should be.
I'm sorry,
amazing.
It ain't funny to me. It's serious and it needs to be fixed. I'm serious. I'm mad about it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
He's mad.
Are you mad, like bring the caution out, intentionally mad?
I'm madder about this than I was about Carson Hostfire racing like an idiot.
I know you want to sell your home. Do it with our friends at OfferPad. Go get a cash offer right now at OfferPad.com.